Hi everyone, so I just made a video about taking zinc for cold prevention. This video is taking zinc in the first 24 hours for cold treatment. Is it worth it or not? Okay, so like I said in the previous video, this topic is of particular interest right now in this very moment because of the pandemic that's going on, and people want to know, what might help even a little bit. Unfortunately, we don't have enough evidence to say that zinc does anything really for this novel coronavirus. So quick 10-second disclaimer, even though you hopefully read the disclaimer at the beginning, this is my personal opinion only and it's not medical advice. If my opinion changes based on updated information, I will write that down below and mark it as updated. So take a look and see if anything has changed since the making of this video. So the available evidence I could find, the best available evidence I could find, and based on my understanding of it as well, is that zinc does reduce the duration of a cold, but at best by 1 or 2 days. So that's still something that is still in effect that is worth taking into account. Very important that the zinc is started within 24 hours of onset of cold symptoms. Also very important that this zinc is in the form of lozenges. And as well, the study they saw was that it had to be more than 75 milligrams of zinc per day in the starting in the first 24 hours of the symptoms. So, we know that the upper tolerable intake for adults is 40 milligrams. So this would be above the upper tolerable intake for adults. However, my personal opinion is that, short-term duration, say, for up to a week should not be a concern. Some sources say, you should take copper at the same time. I don't know if that is necessary when you're taking, 75 to 100 milligrams of zinc for 3 or 4 days. I personally just wouldn't go that length, but again, that is my personal opinion. We worry about copper depletion in high dose zinc supplementation long term. So for children now in treatment, they use, I believe, a zinc syrup, because depending on how old the child is, a lozenge could be like a choking hazard. So the kind of zinc that is supposed to have the best benefit is zinc acetate. So I was searching high and low, to find zinc acetate lozenges without ingredients that could bind the zinc tightly and actually render it ineffective or render it not as effective. So you don't want things like citric acid, glycine, mannitol. And I was looking for more than, those typical lozenges. They have like 5 to 10 milligrams. And so that would be a lot of zinc lozenges. So more than 75 milligrams of zinc, that doesn't mean like 300 milligrams of zinc. I would do that, up to 100 milligrams. A lot of these studies did the zinc for the duration of the cold symptoms, so they would do over 75 milligrams per day for the duration of the cold symptoms. So in a sense, yes, I think zinc is worth it for cold treatment. Like I said, high dose zinc supplementation short term. My personal opinion is that it is unlikely to harm, and so it may provide a little bit of benefit, and it's unlikely to harm. So in my opinion, it would be worth it to try. So I'm looking kind of high and low for a zinc lozenge that has zinc acetate, which has more than 10 milligrams of zinc per tablet, so you won't have to take so many lozenges throughout the day. And binding, no binding ingredients in the non-medicinal that would affect the efficacy, and I really couldn't find it. But then I came across another individual who was a physician who was recommending the one that I've linked below, or if it's not below, it's on my blog post. So that was interesting, because before I even started making this video, I didn't even know such a product existed. And that one is 18.75 milligram zinc per zinc lozenge. I've never tried that product. I have no idea how it tastes, but that is the best one that I could find. So with that, you're looking to use about 4 or 5 lozenges, starting in the first 24 hours of cold symptoms. Side effect wise, some people get nauseous. Sometimes, like I said, zinc has a bad taste to it, makes you feel a little bit sick. So that's a normal. Other than that, nothing really major in terms of adverse effects was reported in those studies. And I just want to say again, this is my personal opinion only, just looking at the research, seeing what I would and wouldn't do for myself. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below and let me know. So I hope you guys found that useful. Thank you so much for your time and for watching, and hope you have a good rest of your day and stay safe.